Shifting focus to the IT space and talking about Datamatics, which came out with its Q1 earnings. Overall revenue was down around 6% EBIT up 3% margins have improved to 12.1 and net profit up 12%. And to discuss as to how the quarter has gone by, we're joined by Rahul Kanodia, who's the Vice Chairman and CEO at Datamatics, joining us now. Rahul, hi, good afternoon to you and thank you so much for coming to NDTV Profit. My first question to you is that revenue has seen a slight dip, but both your margins and PAT has, grown. Just trying to understand as to what's worked for this quarter and what's led to this kind of margin increase.
Yeah, so we do have a seasonal spike in Q4 and therefore Q1 is always a little depressed for Datamatics compared to Q4. So that's a normal business cycle that we have. The margins have improved because we've been taking a lot of optimization and cost cutting, and that's beginning to show the results. So we had taken that initiative in Q4 of last year, and therefore Q1, you're seeing those results.
Okay. In terms of, the kind of the investment that you're doing in AI, from what my reading is, you invest around 40 to 50 odd crores every year when it comes to your technology development with regards to where AI stands. Is there a change there because competition is picking up in the space? Do you think that you will be able to invest more and maybe get more technology in place? Is that something that you're aiming at, or will that be in the same range of 40 to 50 odd crores?
Yeah, we have the capacity to invest more, although right now we're not planning to invest more because the current investments need to see a return. So we are doing a very specific customer-centric investments because that will give you a better ROI rather than a general purpose investment in these solutions. So right now there is no plan to increase the investment. However, yes, of course, we have the capacity to invest more. And if there's a need, depending on the situation, we will increase our investments.
Got it, Mr. Kanodia. This is Harsh joining in as well. Give us a perspective on where you see the business go in FY26 in particular, which is in the near term, in terms of both top line growth as well as where margins go. And then give us a slightly longer term lens, maybe 2 to 3 years. How should one look at the business of Datamatics? Things are fast changing, so give us that perspective first.
Yeah, things are changing very rapidly in the near term. For this year, we are looking at mid-single digits organic growth. The reason is that right now you have this tariff wars going on and there's a lot of uncertainty. We see many customers going slow on the decision making. The pipeline is healthy, but nevertheless the decision making is slow and therefore one has to be a little conservative. On a longer term perspective, 2 to 3 years, I think there'll be a huge disruption in the industry because of AI. And therefore, there's a great opportunity for companies that are taking the lead on AI to capture opportunities for automation and AI-based re-engineering and transformation. Datamatics is fortunately very well placed. We've had an early start. We work very closely with some of the OEMs like Microsoft and Google. And with that partnership, we have an edge when it comes to the market. So fortunately, because we have a good edge and an early start, I think we are very well placed to capture that opportunity. So 2 to 3 years looks very promising. This year, because of the tariff wars, one is a little skeptical because customers are slowing down their decision making.
And no commentary as of now, Mr. Kanodia, I believe, on when does that change, right? That uncertainty remains, customer commentary.
Yeah, that remains for now. At least I see for the next 6 months, I don't see any major change. That turmoil will continue.
Got it. The model that you've built, you spoke a bit about benefiting from AI as well, I presume on multiple counts as well. Does that enable you at a higher base to reenact the 5-year CAGR numbers that you've spoken about in your presentations?
It will. Right now, we started seeing a commercial deployment of the pilots that we were doing. So some of the projects are going live, and that's very reassuring. We are deploying AI across all the 3 digital technologies, digital experience, and digital operations. So all 3, we are doing that. Once they see the light of the day, hopefully in the next quarter or maybe at best 2, then I think we'll be in a good place to talk about the benefits. But we're seeing very good traction. And some of the new wins that we're getting are on the back of the AI solutions that we are able to demonstrate to customers.
Sorry, so the crux of my question, Mr. Kanodia, excuse me, was that you mentioned how you've had a very impressive 5-year journey CAGR, right, after NCI on the PAT and the revenue front. It's high double digits, not something that too many companies have done. Do you reckon you can reenact this story for the next 5 years?
Answer is yes. This year may be a little soft, but the next 5 years, answer is yes. We will probably maintain that.
And Mr. Kanodia, in that journey, there's also been some bit of client concentration. So there's been clustering of revenue. Do we expect that to continue? What I'm trying to get to is, are existing clients going to be the prime focus area, or are we penetrating deeper into newer clients, and are those opportunities really opening up for you?
Yeah, no, we will do both. We are putting a lot of emphasis on penetrating existing clients. That's very important because you have a good relationship, a good base, and all our accounts are marquee logos that are very mineable. So certainly we will maintain that. Having said that, we are getting some good traction with new logos on the back of some of the AI solutions. So it's both of them, but probably a little heavier emphasis on mining existing relationship. And there's a lot of headroom for growth there.
All right, Mr. Kanodia, thank you so much for joining. We'll let you go on that note. So that's, of course, Datamatics Global. Stock perked up on the back of the numbers of Q1. Seasonally weaker generally, and which is why the market's completely brushed off that degrowth number that we've seen QOQ.